darkness, infinity, and absolute silence.
Beyond time and space, a divine command echoed through existence. Be.
And with that command, silence was shattered. Stars burst into life.
Galaxies emerged, and the universe began its endless dance.
In the beginning, Earth was a world of fire, covered by oceans of molten rock.
Over time, the surface cooled. Clouds gathered, rain fell, and the first oceans were born. The history of Earth is an incredible story of survival, transformation, and adventure, spanning billions of years. It all began 4.5 billion years ago, with a fiery world spinning through the darkness of space. 4.5 billion years ago, the surface of the Earth was a violent ocean of magma, constantly reshaped by celestial impacts. At first, this wild planet showed no signs of life. It was a world of fire, chaos, and constant destruction. But over time, water carried by countless impacts began to change everything.
The surface world gives way to the crushing depths. As the light fades, we enter a
3.5 billion years ago, deep within these dark waters, a new chapter was about to begin.
It was a violent crucible.
Simple chemicals combined in ways never seen before, driven by the forces of a young and restless planet. Then came the first spark. The earliest single-celled organism emerged. It's called Dinosaurs. And the greatest journey in Earth's history began.
As time passed, life in the oceans diversified at an astonishing pace. Then, 541 million years ago, an extraordinary event transformed the history of life forever. Known today as the Cambrian explosion, it filled the seas with forms of life stranger than anything that had come before. And among them emerged the ruler of this ancient world. Anomalocaris, the first great super predator of the oceans. Nearly 1 meter long, it hunted with enormous eyes and deadly grasping limbs. In a world where few creatures could defend themselves, it dominated the seas. The age of predators had begun, and with it, one of evolution's greatest arms races was underway.
Life had become louder and far more dangerous. From the darkness below, a giant shadow emerged.
Dunkleosteus measured nearly 6 meters in length. Its head was protected by armor as formidable as steel.
Instead of teeth, razor-sharp, bony plates formed a deadly weapon.
Capable of crushing prey in a single strike. One attack was often enough.
Few creatures could survive its devastating bite.
Everywhere it appeared, smaller creatures fled in fear.
It was the undisputed ruler of the seas. a living fortress, a perfect
But the oceans had become an increasingly dangerous place.
As the sun pierces the deep blue, a massive armored predator, the Dunkleosteus, ascends.
Giant predators ruled the waters, turning survival into a constant struggle. And it was during this dangerous age, around 375 million years ago, that a remarkable new creature appeared.
Extinction. Known as Tiktaalik, it possessed features unlike anything that had come before. Its powerful fin bones allowed it to...
For the first time, it lifted its head above the water and looked toward the land beyond. A new world awaited, untouched, unexplored, and filled with opportunity. That first move from water toward land would become one of the most important moments in the history of life.
From this transition would eventually emerge every animal that walks the earth today.
This is the Tiktaalik, a creature poised. Life was changing. Evolution had taken its first steps onto land. The world was unlike anything we know today.
The air was heavy. Moisture filled the atmosphere, and oxygen levels were far higher than they are today.
And because of these conditions, nature began to grow to extraordinary proportions.
Above the forests, enormous insects ruled the skies. Meganura, a giant relative of modern dragonfly.
It was one of the largest flying insects ever to exist.
The sound of its wings echoed through the ancient forests.
In this world of giants, evolution was once again rewriting the future of life. Below, immense forests covered with swamps stretched across the ancient world.
But in the shadows beneath this towering wilderness, something far more unsettling was moving.
On the forest floor, a true nightmare crawled through the undergrowth.
Arthropleura measured nearly 2.5 meters in length.
Its heavily armored body was supported by hundreds of legs, carrying it slowly across the ancient forest floor.
With every movement, the ground seemed to tremble beneath its weight. It resembled the small millipedes of today, but on a scale almost unimaginable.
In its time, Arthropleura was one of the largest land invertebrates ever to exist. A giant, born... Millions of years passed. Evolution continued its endless journey. Then, the true giants arrived.
The real rulers of Earth had entered the stage.
Barosaurus!
Reaching nearly 30 meters in length, it stood like a living skyscraper.
Yet even these giants began life inside a fragile egg.
Their first moments were filled with danger. Because in the shadows, death was already waiting.
Allosaurus, predators reaching 9 meters in length, capable of turning a peaceful nesting ground into chaos within seconds.
Every day was a battle between survival and extinction. Behold Tyrannosaurus Rex, 8 tons of pure muscle and a bite powerful enough to crush bone.
But standing in its path is a creature built for war, Triceratops, a living tank protected by bone armor and deadly horns.
Predator and defender, hunter and survivor. Then the collision begins. The earth shakes beneath them.
Every impact echoes across the ancient world.
Neither giant is willing to surrender. But every attack comes at a cost.
At last, both warriors reach their limit. Exhausted and weakened, they abandon the fight.
There is no victor today. Only survival.
In the age of dinosaurs, even the mightiest battles did not
For
always end
millions
in
of
death.
years, dinosaurs ruled the earth.
A magnificent Triceratops tears through the dense Cretaceous flora, but nearby, the jungle holds its breath.
Then one day, the sky suddenly ignited.
A giant asteroid was hurtling toward Earth.
In a single moment, the world was transformed into an inferno.
The age of dinosaurs was coming to an end. But the story of life was far from over. The age of dinosaurs was over. But the story was far from finished.
From the ashes emerged small survivors, fragile yet determined.
These tiny creatures had lived in the shadows of giants for millions of years.
Now, with the giants gone, a new opportunity appeared.
Generation after generation, mammals expanded into every corner of the world.
Then the planet changed once again. An age of ice arrived.
In the freezing winds of the Ice Age, mammoths became the giants of a new kingdom. And alongside them walked one of the most feared hunters of its age, the saber-toothed cat. The dinosaurs were gone, but life endured. From destruction came renewal, and from the ashes rose a new empire.
Just as everything seemed to end, everything was actually beginning anew. The lavas froze, the giant beasts fell silent, the earth transformed into a quiet and peaceful garden, awaiting its true owner. Then a divine breath was blown from the heavens down to the earth, a being unlike any other. The first human, Adam, awoke. He had no claws, no armor, but in his heart were the names of Allah, and in his soul an infinite love. He was chosen as the caliph of this massive story, this magnificent dominion that began with the command, be. Yet something was missing in this vast world. This deep loneliness, this void, came to an end with a blessing from the gate of mercy.
Welcome, Adam.
Eve, Huzur Hawa,